Good afternoon. My name is Ana Lucia Bulnes, and I will share to you today Shaping the Way We Teach English, Module 6, Managing Large Classes. This is for Universidad Ana Jiménez, and this is for the course Development of Communication Skills in English. First, we want to talk about what is teaching large classes. Large classes environments are the reality for many who teach a higher education institution around the world. Such environments are commonly believed to pose real challenges for educators and students alike. The former, because they seek to develop a meaningful learning experience. In schools around the world, we can say the response by adapting English classes to the curriculum. Class sizes can be learned. So some classes are even larger. So it's kind of difficult and we can have some affected to learn. So that's why today I want to talk about how can we help the teachers and to make a pedagogical planners in situations like this. We have three different focus that we can try the managing when we teach the large classes. Number one, we have pedagogical planning. We know each class has to have a program. Every teacher, we must know that we are familiar to plan our classes. So the first one is pedagogical planning. Number two, I will share to you classroom learning system. Is the second one that we're going to focus about the classroom has to be organized and also how we're going to create some activities for our students. And third, but not least, students' behavior discipline. If we respect them, we know they will respect us. The third one, we can talk about some examples and also activities we can apply to our students with behavior problems or also with good behavior in the class. Pedagogical planning is the process of developing the thinking behind an entire lesson or specific learning activities. As teachers, we know that we have to engage our students by planning and also to giving instructions to them. Worldwide teachers plan to have very nice environments. Around the world, schools, teachers, we are familiar with this. We can help students set learning goals. If we have a plan, we have a goal. We as teachers, we can diagnose tests to discover a student's strengths and needs. If we make a diagnostic test, we can be applied to know our students individually, to interact with them, also to name cards, given the name or get a feel to the students to feel important in the classroom. And we also can help the students to rotate attention to individual or also as a group. Classroom learning system. To refer to environments that pay careful attention to knowledge, skills, attitudes, and beliefs that learners bring to the education setting expanded. Classroom learning system, we can talk about how we're going to organize our environment class around the class by giving a lot of activities like rotation. One of that I use a lot is routines, like the same questions from the beginning of the class. Also to give examples to our students. If we're going to talk about a word, we can ask them this word, what is the meaning or the information. So if we're going to talk about animals, we can classify what kind of animal is that, what do we know, how can you describe that animal. So we can make some rotations and routines to our students. Organize the classroom will be good, and we can have some activities that the students can move around the classroom and keep explanation clear and brief. We can use that type with our higher students, keeping explanation like clear and brief to them. Students' behavior discipline. This is one that we must know as teachers, that we're going to have this kind of students in our classroom. So we as a teacher, we know that we have authority. Classroom behavior thus is a stimulus-driven responses that occur especially within a classroom or how students are acting in the classroom in response to our classroom. So we can ask them to select their own discipline rules, and also one that I use a lot is reward system. So it depends of the attitude, or also if they practice and also they try to participate in the class. That's one of the things that I really enjoy, to see them how they improve in the class with a reward system. And TBLT is one of the things that we can keep learners on task. We can help them for the ones that finish early. Sometimes they kind of acting desperate, so we can give them some activities, extra activities to them. We can ask them to select their own discipline rules. We can post them on the wall and postpone individual discipline. We have to try to be careful as a teacher how we discipline our students. Planning activities. This one I found this graphic and I really like it because it says different ideas. We can have a classroom engagement activities for large classes. So we can have learning response system, 1 minute debate style discussion, 1 minute question and short discussion, classroom demonstrations, problem solving exercises, stories to illustrate concepts. So we can have a lot of activities and also a lot of ideas as a teacher. So it's our responsibility to plan, to choose, and to choose projects and activities in order to have a comfortable environment to our students. Managing large classes, it is a challenge for us as a teacher, even if we are trying to develop a foreign language. But however, it also a significant conceptual and material support to make the most of these opportunities, especially to our students, in consideration to support their learning process. So thank you for your time and good afternoon.